Morning to you all, ladies and gentlemen, my dear brothers and sisters. This message goes straight to my Anambra people. Also goes straight to Peter Obi. Make una hear the reason why Peter Obi lost that election of 2023. No be say they agree to give him, but at least if the likes of Obasanjo, who happens to be the worst enemy that Igbos have recorded in this, whether during the Biafran War, after the Biafran War, my dear, there's no any reason why people will not ever stand and say, man, if they don't give Peter Obi this mandate, say the country will divide into two. I told my people earlier, I said, Obasanjo is working for Tinubu. Nobody believed me. They say, oh, after all, they don't talk. My dear, that is a political talk. Politics, my dear, there's no permanent friend in politics. There's no permanent enemy in politics. The only way Peter Obi could have been subdued is to have somebody like Obasanjo at his back. Yorubas are the worst saboteurs in this wide whole world. I mean, in the whole world. I'm not talking about Nigeria. Yorubas are the worst saboteurs. Who's of them, man? Make gonna hear what they happen. Tinubu meets and hugs Obasanjo in Imo State. The two post enemy where they say, hey, what is Obasanjo doing in Imo State? That is the first question. Obasanjo is not APC. What is he doing in the Imo State inauguration? Obasanjo is against, according to them, in politics, I mean, in physical, is against Tinubu and APC, and he have already washed his hand off anything that have to do with APC and Tinubu. What am I gonna see them now? They shook hand. They know that why Peter Obi would allow Nigeria to happen to him. That is where my point goes. I thought he said he's wise, he knows everything. He's Okute. The rock. Upon this rock, I will build my temple according to the words of the Bible. But now, when you come gonna see him, they don't go to Owerri, go there reconcile. In our own soil, in the soil of the Biafrans, is where after all is said and done, he just go there to congratulate him and said, Baba, you have done well for you to be at the back of this young man and make him to lose the election. Because even the Northerners is against Obasanjo, forget it. Whatever, in any way you want to see it, the Northerners is against Obasanjo because during the Obasanjo reign, Obasanjo makes some appointment that is not to what they want. Just like what Tinubu is doing now. My dear, listen to me and listen good. The Northerners, 99% and half of the Northerners, forget about those ones who have been forward. In generality, 99% of them don't like Tinubu simply because the Federal Capital Territory, they don't give it to them, they give it to Southerner. The Minister of Work, they don't give it to them, they give it to Southerner. The CBN, they give it to Southerner. The Police Inspector General, they give it to Southerner. The Chief of Army Staff goes to Southerner. I mean, all the whole strategic position in this government, the same thing that happened during the time of Obasanjo is what Tinubu is doing now, and have made the so-called Northerners to have a hatred in him. And that is the reason why, when they saw Obasanjo, they think that they are going to use Shetima, because of he is a Boko Haram member, to subdue Tinubu, but they don't know Tinubu is a strategic politician, an old man who knows how to play the game. That's exactly what they did. That's why they didn't allow what they call it, Peter Obi and Dati, because with the presence of Obasanjo, they will say that so-called Obi will also do the same thing Obasanjo did. But forgetting that Tinubu is also Obasanjo, Obasanjo is Tinubu. Nigeria happened to Peter Obi and still happening to Peter Obi. Peter Obi went for a convention in Ghana. That convention was being called off from the international community simply because Tinubu reported to them that they should never allow this man to speak, because when you open his mouth to speak, my dear, the world will break into two. One, starting from the 2024 budget. Anyway, my people, let me not stretch it so much. We'll go straight to the reason why we're here. But other headlines you need to expect in this news is the so-called Akande. Remember BC Akande. BC Akande is working with his son Igbo. They are what they call Yoruba Nation agitators who are agitating for Yoruba Nation. Now, this BC Akande, the same way Igbo come out and say, oh, you put to support Obasanjo, Tinubu he will turn things around, or pray for his good health so that he can complete his 8 years tenure. BC Akande don't come out now. Come they tell the Nigerians say 2027 coalition. So if rejecting APC, rejecting APC won't solve your problem. In other words, he's telling them that no any other party that can help you if not a Tinubu party. My dear, the another Ubonga saboteur, old fools that turn themselves to be saboteurs in the hands of the so-called corrupt politicians. Well, my wonderful people, let us go to the reason why we're here, because there's no time to take time. Keep on liking, sharing, commenting, and make sure you do what you subscribe, and make sure you also partake on this slogan. This campaign that is going on. Hashtag we no go gree for anybody. 2024, it is Biafra or nothing. Let us read in between the lines. Bola Ahmed Tinubu on Monday hugged and shook hands with former President Olusegun Obasanjo. The two met during the swearing-in of the governor Hope Uzodinjo in Imo State, Owerri, for a second time to continue his killings. That is what it means. In the past, Tinubu and Obasanjo endured a sore relationship, but they seemed to mend the fence period to the 2023 presidential election, when the former visited the ex-president in Ota, Ogun State. Despite Tinubu's visit, Obasanjo supported the Labour Party LP presidential candidate Peter Obi during the last concluded selection. In another development, 2027 coalition rejecting APC won't solve your problem. BC Akande to Nigerians. Then tell us what will solve the problem of Nigerians. The pioneer interim chairman of the All Poverty Congress, Chief BC Akande, has told the Nigerians it will be disastrous to return the People's Democratic Party PDP to power in 2027. Akande believes Nigerians will be thrown into a more difficult situation should the main opposition party return to power. The elder statesman was reacting to the proposal by the opposition parties to form a coalition and dislodge the ruling party at the federal level in the next general election. He said the proposed coalition would not offer Nigerians recipe from the current hardship. Akande said this while speaking to journalists in Ela Orangon, Osun State, on Sunday as part of activities marking his 85th birthday anniversary. If PDP was rejected and the same PDP coalesced against, and people say, okay, we will go back to it, the people will go back to their suffering. PDP was defeated because it had no clue, according to BC Akande. APC comes in, inherited a very difficult, weak and dilapidated political and economic foundation called Nigeria. In driving, you are driving and suddenly maybe something happens in front and you have to turn. Whether you do it by U-turn or you do it another way, there will be scratches, according to BC Akande. Those are the scratches you are seeing now in the repairing damages that have been done over the years. We are talking of damages done from 1960 to 2015, and no matter what, Buhari Buhari too was not perfect, according to BC Akande. Anyway, my wonderful people, should we go on? We have not go on. Okay, let us read the final news. Bandits attack military camp in Katsina State. Military camp. Where are the military that are supposed to defend their camp? No, they are in the southeast, looking for the Biafrans to kill, to massacre, and to do what? To extort money from. So military now is invading their camp. Bandits now is invading their camp and taking over their military. Very soon you will see that the defense headquarters have been taken over by a bandit, and we will clap hands for them. And bandits terrorizing parts of Katsina State have attacked a joint military camp at Nahuta village in Basari local government area of the state. Daily Post learned that the incident occurred after about 11:30 p.m. on Sunday night. The assailants, who were armed with sophisticated weapons, including AK-47 rifles, destroyed vehicles and some valuables during the assault on the military facility. A security source attached to the camp, who confirmed the development to Channels Television on Monday, said no life was lost. Even if life was lost, will they tell you? They will not tell you. The source explained that the security personnel attached to the camp succeeded in repelling the attack, even though the bandits overwhelmed them. Military, bandits who came with just ordinary gun, overwhelmed military in their own camp to tell you that this country is state and capital, not a country. The bandits outweighed us and invaded the camp where they set ablaze our vehicles and property because there was no reinforcement throughout the encounter. He added, look at the country. The armed men, however, seized the moment to invade Nahuta town, burgling some shops, breaking into houses, and catching away properties and domestic animals worth millions of naira. Security agencies have yet to comment officially on the latest attack in the northwestern state of the state and capital called Nigeria. Well, my wonderful Biafran brothers and sisters, I don't hear them. Now, so the thing take be. Now, country, where be country? They say they be country. And I keep telling my people that this is state and capital, this is not a country. Common bandits invade the military. Oh, God have mercy. And they still have the mind to even say no life was lost. They still have they are not ashamed of themselves. Come out on the public and said, oh, they outweighed us. Ay, God have mercy. I beg you, is this military or what do I call it? Or just a man of war that they call a military? Ha! Ah, God have mercy. This country is gone for good. Anyway, my wonderful people, I don't want to talk much. I beg, make on a like, share, comment, and make sure you keep subscribing to this channel for more interesting videos coming your way. My name still remains Amandianes, reporting live from the platform of Okute Daily Talk, where we always speak to you the undiluted truth. Please, I would like you to also partake on this campaign that is going on. Hashtag, we no go gree for anybody. Hashtag, Biafran to the moon, Biafran to the world, all hail Biafra. Hashtag, let the poor brave and let the Biafrans brave. And let Mazi Nnamdi Kanu brave as well. Have a nice day. And may the good Lord continue to bless you all as you continue sharing and also watching my content. Kemesiano.